Visions of the devil trying to take my life down with him. Many did that shit twice, my nigga. I'm living my life and don't know when I'm leaving. I know that I'm needed. I'm praying every day, so I know for a reason. Yo, what up? It's your boy Mixed by Malachi, back again with another tutorial. And today I'll be showing you how to mix an R&B lead vocal using Waves Renaissance plugins, along with the Waves Real Tune auto pitch correction. For the simple fact that we do want to pitch correct the vocals a little bit while we're getting into it. And before I dive in, I want to let you guys know in the description there are a few things for you to download that's free. A couple vocal chains, a Logic Pro X template for 2019 to get you guys started. I believe there's a couple presets on there that'll help you guys out and get you going. So let's dive straight into the tutorial, man. I'll start off by playing the song back so you guys can get a little listen to it. And then I already got the actual plugins that I'll be using up. I'll just be cutting them on and I'll be mixing while I go. So let's play the track back and get it going.
Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck, thinking about us, and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures, money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings, but I feel away even if he making millions, tears on my face ain't even worth the millions, and I cry myself to sleep, because of what you done to me, who the hell was she?
All right, cool, man. That's enough right there. So the very first plugin we will be using is WaveTune. So let's open that up. And all you got to do to get to that plugin, you already know what to do. I'm quite sure you do. It's just go to audio units, go to waves, and then boom, that's that. You go look for WaveTune, and you'll be ready to go. So if you're not familiar with pitch correction, the very first thing you want to do is you want to know the key of your song. You want to know the key of your beat that you have. So if you got a 2-track, anything like that, I suggest you get a track that has the key of the song on it, so you'll know when you're getting ready to do auto tune anything or wave tunes real time, you'll know how to set the pitch correction. That way, it won't sound off when you're singing. So in order to do that, I think I got a tutorial where I showed you guys where you use mixed and key. Mixed and key, I actually give you the key of the song, and it'll be easy. And once you get the key of the song, just apply it right here in your key signature, and just put it. And this song is an A minor, which I got from Mixed and Key. So boom, I set that to A minor. And then what you want to do inside of Waves Tune real time, you just want to set the scale now. So go to A, click on A, and then take it from chromatic to natural minor. Boom. And then what we want to do is just turn the speed down, turn the note transition down also all the way, and then hit that link button. And then I'll mute the track. Actually, let's loop the verse. Boom. And what I like to do for like females, I either set it at soprano or alto. And this one I'm gonna set it at alto. And let's see, I'll take the correction down to about 85%. Because we just want a little bit of pitch correction. We don't want that T-Pain sound effect. We don't want that. We just, we want to get some of the notes to, fly properly. So let's play it back and just dial it in.
5 shots in and I'm faded, trying to find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck, thinking about us, and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures, money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings, but I feel away even if he making millions, tears on my face ain't even worth the millions, and I cry myself to sleep because of what you've done to me.
So that you know that if you take this down all the way to 0, then you're getting that T-Pain effect.
5 shots in and I'm faded, trying to find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck.
Not all the way T-Pain, but too robotic. So you don't want it too robotic. If you're someone that know how to sing and you're very good at it, you don't want it to sound too robotic. Just take it down a little bit. But if you want that robotic sound on some doubles or something like that, then that'll be perfect for you. So I'll just take this back to 85, and I'll take this back to 13. All right, cool. So that's it with that plugin. Let's move forward. Then the next plugin, what I want to use is I want to use the REQ6. And with this plugin, I just want to clean up the vocals a little bit. You know, take out some of the air of the vocals, take out some of the muddiness, some of the boxiness you hear in most of the vocals today. So let's turn that on. And then the first thing we want to do is, now this one already created, this one already created a high pass filter for you. So all you got to do is just move it and it'll move it to that position. So let's play it and we'll see the graph and then we can actually start rolling out some of the low rumble inside of this vocal. So let's play it back.
5 shots in and I'm faded. Trying to find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures. Money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings, but I feel a wave.
All right, next, cool. So the next plugin I'm gonna use, which will be 2. Let's roll this one over to about, let's see, I would go about 200 with this one. Actually, let's take this over a little more. Let's do 250. Okay. And then let's activate it, play it back, and let's start dialing it in.
5 shots in and I'm faded. Trying to find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures. Money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings, but I...
Okay, that's perfect right there. Then we want to go over to 3. Let's take the frequency to this one to about 350. These are the normal frequencies I always take out in vocals. So let's activate it. Let's dial it down a little bit to about, I would say 3.0, negative 3.0.
5 shots in and I'm faded. Trying to find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures. Money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings, but I feel away even if he making millions.
All right, cool. So let's meet that track one more time. And then we're going to take 4 and we're going to take this one to about 500. Go to 500. Actually, that Q right there. Take the Q up to about 120 on 3. And on 2, you can leave it alone. Before we're going to 500, actually take this up a little bit to about, I would say, let's do 520 with this one. Because we just want to make a cut right here. So bring the gain down a little bit to about 2.0, negative 2.0, activate it.
5 shots in and I'm faded. Trying to find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga.
All right, cool. Now I'm not gonna add anything on a high end or anything because I'm gonna come back to that once we add the compression and stuff like that. I like to add the EQ after the compression. So that's it with this plugin. Let's move on to the next one, which will be the R compressor. We're gonna add a little compression now to the track and make sure you're compressing to the beat and not without the beat. That way you can get a proper compression going. So let's unmute the track and we're gonna compress to the track and we're gonna probably bring, because her vocals right now, they're like negative 17. So I do wanna bring them up a little bit. So let's play it back.
5 shots in and I'm faded. Trying to find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures. Money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings, but I feel away even if he making millions. Tears on my face ain't even worth the millions, and I cry myself to sleep because of what you've done to me. Who the hell was she to make you ruin everything? I tried to stretch us out even though I had many doubts. Still love you strong even though we had a sketchy drought. But the money can't buy your love and the money can't supply trust. 5 shots in and I'm faded. Trying to find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures.
right, that's cool. And we're gonna do a slight compression because we're gonna add a parallel compression to it. So the next thing we wanna do is with that same lead verse, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a send. We're gonna add a bus compressor. So I already got it loaded up, which you can do the same if it's bus 1 for you, bus 2. So it'll be called comp 2. This will be the parallel compression we doing. Boom. So now that we have that, all we wanna do is just hold option, left click with the mouse, take that to 0, and then head down to where you see comp 2. Bring this down to about negative 20 dB, which is perfect because we're going to squash this a little bit. So with this one, we're going to add the RVox. Okay. Going to add the RVox, and let's dial it in. Actually, let's start this off with 12. And let's see.
5 shots in and I'm faded. Tryna find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures. Money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings, but I feel away even if he making millions. Tears on my face ain't even worth the millions, and I cry myself to sleep because of what you've done to me. Who the hell was she to make you ruin everything? I tried to stretch us out even though I had many doubts. Still love you strong even though we had a sketchy drought.
And that's perfect for me right there. I like that. So just take the comp all the way down to negative 16.1. Take your gate up a little bit, eliminate a little bit of that noise. But I like to use SSL channel to get rid of the noise. It'll kind of quiet the vocal out a lot. But today we're not using that. We're using Renaissance plugin. So I got the gain at negative 9.2, the comp at negative 16.1. It may be different from you depending on your vocal, how loud your vocal is. Just remember when you're recording to try to get your vocals around negative 12 dB or so. You don't want to go to negative 3 or negative 1 or negative 0. You do not want to be in the red when you're recording. So make sure you always double back and hit that record button, man. And when you hit that record button, just make sure you're at negative 12 dB or negative 9. So you have enough room to play with compression, and you have enough room to add other plugins to, add a little bit of gain if you need to. You can actually play with those volume levels without hearing distortion. That was a dope one, right? So now that we did that, we're going to go on to we're going to double back and go to the REQ, the 6, and then we're going to add a little bit of top end to it. So we're not going to add much. The mic she used was a Ashton mic, and to me, those mics kind of have like a little EQ sound to it when you're recording. So I'm not gonna add too much EQ. I'm not gonna add too much on the top end of the EQ. So let's dial it in with the beat going.
5 shots in and I'm faded. Tryna find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures. Money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings, but
and that's cool right there for me, for the simple fact that if you add too much, then you'll start hearing the syllables a lot more. The T's will stand out, the S's will stand out real harsh, and you don't want to do that to your vocal because then you'll be losing quality of your vocal. So let's close that out, and then we're gonna add some de-esser to it. So all you want to do is just open up the R de-esser, and they have some presets in here which is pretty good that can start you off with, and we're gonna go with the female de-esser narrow. Boom. And that's perfectly fine. The frequency is real cool. That's where I heard it at around the 7,000 range, 7,000 to 8,000 range, 6,000. That's where you kind of hear, all the syllables stand out right there. So let's dial it in a little bit. And what you don't want to overdo it. You'll start losing quality of your vocal. So don't overdo it. Just remember, just get out those S's and T's if you can.
5 shots in and I'm faded. Tryna find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures. Money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings, but I feel away even if he making millions. Tears on my face ain't even worth the millions, and
that's perfect. All right, so let's close that out. We got the de-esser going, and then I got another EQ right here, which I don't think we need. Let's just close that. Like I said, I don't think we need too many plugins today. But the next thing I want to do is I want to add some reverb. So bust a reverb if you can. If you don't know how, hit that down arrow, go to bust, send you a reverb. Just go to bust 3, 4, whatever's open for you. And then what you want to do is hold option, left click with the mouse to take that to 0. I don't know I was hitting command. All right. So I already have up a reverb we're going to be using, which is the R-verb. Just go inside of Waves, use the R-verb. And then what we want to do is we want to actually get the reverb time down and the pre-delay. And how you do that is they have a website you can go to. Hold on one second. I'm going to pull it up. Let's see. I'll drag it over for you guys. Let's see. All right. I believe it's called Darcy something, man. I did it in my last tutorial. And this helps out a whole lot. All right, cool. So what you want to do is to actually get the good reverb time, to get that nice, that good sounding reverb, the reverb that sounds right in your song, that blends with your vocals. You definitely want to go to this website. It's calculator.musicbydarcy.com. And this will give you the milliseconds of the reverb time. So what you want to do is the actual tempo of your song, take the tempo down here and take it to the actual tempo of your song, which this is 83. Okay, so we're going to go to 83. And then I'll be using a quarter note for the delay on this, for this song. So my reverb time is 723 milliseconds. So what I would do is I'll go to time, double click in here, and just type 7.23. That's our reverb time. And then when I want to get the pre-delay time, all I do is go to 132. And that'll be 90 milliseconds right here. So what you want to do is just with this one, just type 9.0. That's it. 9.0. And that's pretty much it with that. And then just go over to the EQ part of the plugin and just roll that down and take this down to 500 because we want to roll off some of the low rumble of the reverb too. That way it can punch through. So let's close this out. And then let's hear this. Let's actually bring this reverb down and dial it in. So let's hear the reverb.
5 shots in and I'm faded. Trying to find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures. Money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings. But I feel away even if he making millions. Tears on my face ain't even worth the millions. And I cry myself to sleep because of what you've done to me.
And as you can hear that follow delay going with it also. That's that pre-delay that's kicking in. And then you can hear the timing of the reverb. So you don't have to add, 2 reverbs or 3 reverbs to get that one reverb sound that you're looking for. All you got to do is just get the right pre-delay time and the right timing of the reverb. And you'll be good to go, man. Don't add too much to your reverb because don't forget your track also has, the snare has reverb on it, maybe the hi-hat, maybe some of the pianos and stuff like that. So you don't want to be battling with that reverb also. Then you'll start hearing your song will sound muddy and you just won't like the mix at all. So just remember that, man. And this stuff saves me a lot. So I'm just telling you what I know and what I do to keep my songs from sounding muddy. So let's see. We got the delay. Let's play that back one more time.
5 shots in and I'm faded. Trying to find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures. Money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings. But
all right, cool. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to send a bus for a delay. So all you got to do is just go into sends again, go to bus, and then we're going to go to delay. Boom. And then, like I said, hold option, left click with the mouse, take that to 0. And then over here, I already have the H comp up. No, this is not supposed to say H comp, it's supposed to say H delay. We're going to use the H delay by Waves. Stereo. All right, cool. I like to turn the analog off because it seems like sometimes when you have the analog on, it kind of has this hissing radio sound that goes on. So we're going to take it to BPM, and we're going to change the tempo to we're going to take it to the tempo of our song, which is 83. Okay, and then we want to take this to a quarter note. All right. Now, when you use this reverb, like the first time it come on, it has this funny delay sound that goes on. just bear with it and work with it. It'll actually come back to it. It'll come back to a senses. So let's dial in the delay and see how it sounds.
5 shots in and I'm faded. Tryna find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures. Money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings, but I feel away even if he making millions. Tears on my face ain't even worth the millions, and I cry myself to sleep because of what you've done to me. Who the hell was she to make you ruin everything? I tried to stretch this out even though I had many doubts. Still love you strong even though we had a sketchy drought. But the money can't buy your love.
All right, and that's cool. Let's bring the feedback down just a little bit to about 50, 53, 54, 56, whatever. Bring it down just a little bit. And then you can actually use the high pass, if you want to take it, filter it out a little bit. But if not, you can always leave it at. It depends on the song. You can always just leave this at 20 hertz and it'll sound good. Leave your wet up to 100%. Usually I mess with the modulation. Sometimes it depends on the song that I'm doing. And then if I want to ping pong, let's play it back and just see how it sounds with a ping pong. If not, turn it off.
5 shots in and I'm faded. Tryna find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures. Money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings, but I feel away even if he making millions. Tears on my face ain't even worth the.
All right, that's cool. So I'm gonna leave the ping pong off. I'm gonna go ahead and work with the just the actual delays going in. And then with that, like I said, if you want to do like a delay or anything like that for the actual delays, you can. All you got to do is just take this, just click on it. It's already at a high pass filter. You can take this, roll this off to about 500 or so, and then you'll hear it. Let me mute the beat so you can actually hear the actual delay with the telephone effect.
5 shots in and I'm faded. Tryna find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures. Money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings, but I feel away even if he making millions. Tears on my face ain't even worth the millions, and I cry myself to sleep because of what you've done to me.
And what can sound pretty dope with R&B vocals too is adding a doubler to it. So let's add a doubler. I already have a bus for it, so you can create the same thing for yourself. Add it to any bus that's open for you, 7, 8, 9, or 10, or whatever. So same thing here. Just hold Option, left click with the mouse. Let's go down to bus 5. Let's add a doubler by Waves. Gonna add the doubler 2. And then in here, let's take the detune down a little bit. -5. -6 is perfect. Just leave these the way it is. And we're gonna dial a doubler in. Let's play it.
5 shots in and I'm faded. Tryna find my Uber app, I'm feeling so jaded. Yeah, this Hennessy really got me stuck. Thinking about us and how could I ever love a cheater and trust a nigga cause he making 6 figures. Money over feelings from the walls to the ceilings, but I feel away even if he making millions. Tears on my face ain't even worth the millions, and I cry myself to sleep because of what you've done to me. Who the hell was she to make you ruin everything?
Cool, man, and I like that. You know what I mean? We got the actual vocal to punch through the mix a lot better using these plugins. And like I said, it's pretty dope, man. Like I said, we got the WaveTune, the WaveTune real time. We got the REQ6, we got the R compressor, and we got the actual de-esser going on. So these are the only plugins we use today to get everything going. Keep it very simple and sweet, you know what I'm saying? And man, like I said, you can copy these settings down if you didn't, or you can rewind a video back, go back and check it out. Man, and if this tutorial was good for you, man, hit that like button, subscribe. Make sure you click that bell notification, because that'll let you guys know when I'm dropping new content. Your boy done did his thing, man, and I appreciate you guys for watching. And it's your boy Mixed by Malachi. I'll catch you guys on the next tutorial, man, and I'm out. Visions of the devil trying to take my life down with him. Man, he did that shit twice, my nigga. I'm living my life and don't know when I'm leaving. I know that I'm needed. I'm praying every day, so I know for a reason.